This video is sponsored by King of Cardfight. For more information on tournaments, deck lists, or setting up your own King of Cardfight tournament at your locals, go to kingofcardfight.com. Hello again, friends. Welcome back to another installment of Interesting Rulings. Today we're going to cover Ainsel's Damage Rebound, Duel Sieger Turbulence, and cards that can call multiple units at one time like Saturday Night Devil Fever and Continue. Starting with Ainsel's Damage Rebound, this is a card that would normally not be considered. However, in a meta of needing attack damage reduction over attack negation, it may have actually had a place. Unfortunately, that would only be if it could stop impacts. Currently, impact monsters count as impacts, monsters, and impact monsters. Since one of those things is an impact, Ainsel's Damage Rebound cannot be used against them. So what's the cool ruling then? Well, this card can't stop impacts, but it can stop attacks created by impacts, such as Reckless Anger, Full Strash Formation, Drill Bunker, and even Checkmate. And I thought that was actually just, cool enough to mention in a particular video. Moving on, we have Duel Sieger Turbulence. Let's say that I have a Duel Sieger Tempest Enforcer and I'm attacking Asmodai. Well, what's going to happen is Asmodai is going to stay on the board, assuming he has the hand engaged to do so, and then he's going to counterattack Tempest Enforcer. Well, what you can do is you can pay 3 gauge and call Duel Sieger Turbulence because he negates all lifelink of any Sieger, and then you can attack with him. Well, let's say they counterattack that too. Well, since they just counterattacked it, what you can do is you can pay 3 gauge and go into Duel Sieger Turbulence, and you can do it again and keep punching them in the face with all of that penetrate, all of that triple attack. And the reason why you can do this is because even though you can only impact call once per turn, Duel Sieger Turbulence can never actually be impact called, because his effect only triggers during the lifelink of another Sieger. So because he can never be impact called, he never counts towards the once per turn limitation of impact calls. His call is always counted as an effect call. And because it's always an effect call, then you can just call as many of them per turn as you need to. So as long as you have the gauge in the Duel Sieger Turbulences, you can just try and punch through an Omnidie just like what I just showed. And that's actually kind of funny. Moving on, we have, let's just say for this particular example, we have a card on our field that we do not want to get rid of, Dark Mysteria, and we need to get a size 1 out. What we can do is we can cast Continue, target a size 2 dungeon enemy, and that size 2 dungeon enemy could say be Jade Golem Shaitan. And then we could target a size 1 adventurer, like say Legendary Messiah Tasuku, call it over Shaitan, and then gauge 1 and gain 1 life, and then gain 1 life from Shaitan's skill. The interesting thing about cards that can call cards to the same spot is that you do not have to size out until after all of the calls have been resolved from your card's calling effect. And this gets even more silly when you consider the implications with a card like 2nd Omni Demon Lord Asmodai and you cast Saturday Night Devil Fever. What you can do is just go crazy and call Shax and Asmodai and Gap all to the same spot on the left, and you won't have to size out Omnidie because Gap will be size 0 when he hits the board, and you called over all of your other size 1s before sizing actually had to take effect. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Have a good one.